Breaking news: February CPI inflation falls to 2.8%, below expectations of 2.9%, and core CPI inflation falls to 3.1%, below expectations of 3.2%. And this marks the first decline in both headline and core CPI since July 2024. And this means that inflation is cooling down in the US. And this also marks the lowest headline CPI inflation number since October 2024. It's the first data point of Trump's trade war economy, and economic slowdown may be the only long-term solution to inflation. So how has the market reacted to this, guys? As you can see, SPY is up around 7 points pre-market, up around 1.25%. So we should see similar in XPX. And as you can see, guys, SPX in the last few days has been looking very bearish. And what we want to see now is for it to just have a relief bounce. But it does need to reclaim this 5,900 6K level here if you're to see higher. If it doesn't, then we'll just do something like this. And I feel like we'll dig deeper into that level I did mention yesterday for SPX. However, through all of this, I feel like Bitcoin has held very, very well, especially on the red day SPX had yesterday. Bitcoin did hold its own. And if you look at Bitcoin right now, as we can see here, we took a long at around 78K. So if you are in my Discord and you got in on this long, very well done. I also shared on X. You can find both links in the description below. So currently, what we want to see for Bitcoin, as I mentioned many times, was for us, first of all, to reclaim this level here at 78K, which we did. And the first target was 81K, which we've hit. And now what we want to see is for us to blast above this 83.6K level here. And once we do that, I do believe we should see 88K fairly quickly. Then we want to look at the 90K level, the 94K plus. So we're just playing it level by level right now. However, the plan is going very well. And this trade right now is risk-free. So no issues there. And if we just take a look at crypto bubbles again. So as you can see, guys, a lot of the altcoins are getting very nice reliefs today. Of course, we do want to see further pumps, especially with a lot of them being down 50, 60, 70%. We do want to see some explosive moves from these altcoins in the next few days to weeks, should Bitcoin hold this level. And as I've mentioned again, guys, we've got this pi cycle top indicator. So if we look in 2011, guys, Bitcoin came off lows at around $1 and it saw highs of around $23, a 23x move right there. And what happened? It blasted through the 111 daily MA. And again, we saw the same thing. It bottomed here at $2. And what happened again, guys? It blasted through that level again to see $143. So that would have been a nice 70x move right there. If you were in, we saw lows again here at around $82. And then we see highs here of around $800 in November 2013. So again, a nice 10x move if you got it there. And then we saw lows again at around $200. And then we see highs here at around $20K when it blasted above that level again, the 111 daily MA, and also the 350 daily MA times 2. And we saw a nice move right there again. And this was an 100x move, by the way. So if you did invest in Bitcoin during these times, very well done to you. And we saw the same thing again here, guys. Bitcoin bottomed out at around 3K, and then we blast above these two levels and we hit 56 to 60K. So again, guys, from 3K to 60K, that is a very nice 20x move right there. And I feel like we're seeing something similar again here, guys. So we bottomed out at around 16K for Bitcoin, and now we might see a move above this level here if we can get some momentum. However, the time period for this move currently is unknown. It's something that we can't predict, but I do believe we can see 140K plus for Bitcoin in the next few months or the coming couple of years, should we just continue to chop and hold above 40K. So this is something to keep an eye out for. but 140k is my next target for Bitcoin. Whether it takes a year or 2 years, it doesn't matter. I do believe the next thing to do now is to just stack as much Bitcoin as you can during this time. Of course, not financial advice, but I'm just letting you know my plan and what I intend to do. And I mentioned many times, guys, we are currently holding the weekly MA on Bitcoin right now. So if I go on the weekly chart, we are holding this weekly level. And as long as we hold this weekly level, there is no reason to be bearish right now. And should we lose that weekly level, I've mentioned to you guys many times, we should probably get a move into the 60k region, which will also be a decent buy. And should we get the move there, we should form a decent range. However, I am not against a range, and this is because all a range will do is give you more time to accumulate. What you don't want is for us to come off this and explode straight away, because you won't have enough time to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can, and you will miss out on the meat of the move. So even if you get this range till the end of the year, it will be very, very good in my opinion. And let's hope Bitcoin dominance can reject that level at 64%, which I did mention in yesterday's video. And should we see that, we should see some relief in some altcoins as well. So you can play some altcoins on the side as well and use those profits to accumulate more Bitcoin. It has been a very weird cycle for sure. As you can see, altcoins haven't been doing as well compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had a very, very healthy price action, as you can see. Ethereum very weak, even though Bitcoin made all-time highs. Ethereum has been very, very weak, and right now it is holding this level here at 1800. So should we hold it? I would like to see a move back up into this level here at around 2700 for Ethereum. Should we get it? Let's see. We may not bounce that hard, especially with the weakness Ethereum has compared to Bitcoin. And this is all due to Bitcoin dominating the market share right now versus any other asset. So should we lose that level for Ethereum, however, we should see $1,500 and then $1,000. But right now, as long as we remain above $1,800, I am not worried at all. And as for Solana, same thing. Again, quite weak compared to Bitcoin in the last few weeks. Solana is one of those assets though that has had a very explosive move. So very, very good price action in the past few months. However, we have retraced this whole move in the matter of weeks. Solana is down 60% in these past few weeks. So let's see if we can start to form a base here and bounce back up. And I would like to see Solana back into this 180 level here, and that should provide a nice 40-50% move from the lows. So yeah, even a 60% move, that would be really, really good if we can get that from Solana. And if we take a look at SPX and SPY again, so right now it is creeping up more, 563 pre-market. Of course, the weekly isn't looking too hot right now. But as I mentioned, guys, for the weekly, we wanted to close below this level on 2 or more consecutive weeks to confirm a market top. Because you can see here, we got a fake out here, and market just exploded and went up since. So what you don't want is to use this as your bear indicator and get caught out and market just continues upward again. However, I have mentioned to you guys that 6,000 and that will be 600 for SPY is the level to beat. And once we can get above that level again, the market should continue higher and we should see new all-time highs for assets. However, guys, as I did mention, I'd rather this take a few months to materialize rather than it happening straight away. This gives you some cheap shares in your stocks and cheap coins in crypto to buy so that you can milk the most of this move, especially if you missed out on it first time. And I know a lot of you guys have round tripped your profits as well. It's unfortunate because I know we all have aspirations. Bitcoin did hit all-time highs, however, altcoins and other assets did fail to follow. Of course, some stocks have done very well, some haven't. So this is a chance to make it right again, have time to accumulate, and also have time to sell rather than predicting market tops and bottoms. So guys, essentially what I'm looking for Bitcoin right now is for us to hold this level here and for us to just blast above this level at around 84k and continue upwards. That is something I would like to see, in the next few days to weeks. As I mentioned, guys, I don't care if this takes weeks to materialize. I feel like the longer it takes, the better. It will show healthier price action. And I like how, based off the CPI data, Bitcoin hasn't been extremely volatile like we've seen in the past. This is very organic, very healthy price action, and it's not like a whipsaw where we see a spike up into this 88k level, then we trace the whole move in a matter of hours. That would have been the price action we wouldn't be looking for, because retracing that whole move wouldn't have been good, especially for altcoins, which I know some of you guys are in, and for Bitcoin itself, because the slow grind will allow you to evaluate your position, add more on the flip, or take profits if you wish to. However, a whipsaw move wouldn't allow you to do any of that at all. So, as I mentioned, guys, I'm just going to be stacking more Bitcoin, just relaxing and stacking more Bitcoin and seeing how it performs in the next few months or years to come. I'm not too worried. 140k is ultimately my target. However long it takes, I know I am complete in my Bitcoin position, and I do believe it's a very sensible target. Take out this level here. You see, got all-time highs here. We maybe don't break it straight away. Maybe come back down to this level here, then break above, then boom, 140k. And that is a very sensible pathway, in my opinion, once we follow this range of consolidation. So once we follow this consolidation period, we just blast above and take out all these levels in the space of a few weeks to months, and then we hit all-time highs of 140k. So I'm really looking forward to that, should it happen. If it doesn't, again, I'll just be accumulating as much Bitcoin as I can for the next cycle run. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for the latest buying opportunities and market updates, and I'll catch you all in the next video.